I would say a good diet and exercising regularly are the cornerstones of looking after a healthy heart.
We start simply with the diet, then we could all drink more water. 2 litres of water a day is really quite useful.
I would say a good diet and exercising regularly are the cornerstones of looking after a healthy heart. The other specific things that you could do to help yourself would be to do a simple pulse check. Now, this is something everyone should be able to do. On your thumb side down, there's an artery that comes down here called the radial artery. And if you take 3 fingers and you place it just like this, you can feel on the thumb side down a radial pulse. What we're checking for when we look for a pulse, if you check your own pulse, is the regularity, number 1, which gives you an idea of the rhythm, but also the rate. There is a very common cardiac arrhythmia or heart rhythm abnormality, which we call atrial fibrillation. And it's crucially important for us to recognize this very potentially life-threatening arrhythmia by a simple pulse check.
I think we can all live a bit healthier than we are. None of us take probably enough exercise. Actually, we start simply with the diet, then we could all drink more water. 2 litres of water a day is really quite useful. Cut back on the calories that we're taking, because all of us take too many calories, and that includes me, and get more exercise, because none of us really get enough exercise. We should get our heart rate up 3 times a week or so. So if we're doing that, we're already in a better position. Unless, of course, we're born into a family where everyone around us is dying at the age of 40, well then that's someone who at the age of 30 should really be getting checked out thoroughly, seeing a cardiologist, making sure the cholesterol is okay, it wasn't a blood pressure problem, they didn't have diabetes that they never knew about, or is there something else in the genes that's causing a problem? But probably by the time you get to 40, if you still have no symptoms, I would just see the GP about getting a blood test done to make sure that your cholesterol is not actually ridiculous and that your sugar is still okay. That's easy. The GPs will be able to do that very easily.
So there is obviously an interplay between cardiology and sports, but unfortunately sometimes sports and exercise can expose an underlying cardiac condition. Normal response to exercise, the so-called athlete's heart, where their ECG and their findings can be changed by their sports participation. Individuals who do lots of sports and exercise where unfortunately they're harbouring an underlying cardiac condition that might put them at risk. I think the data is still outstanding, but certainly we're probably reporting it more because we're now aware of this issue of sudden cardiac death in young people. We need to think and red flag any collapse that is trigger an assessment.